offices at Staten Island, Highland Boulevard. I get excited. I was like, I think it was the last exit before the bridge, or is there another one? Fingerboard, I believe. But Highland was like the last exit. One of the exits I would go, and when I worked at Amtech, International, the Polish beer distributor from Elizabeth, if you must know. But Staten Island was like a Wednesday route. Like today Wednesday, today's Tuesday, so it doesn't make sense. Just kidding. But it was a steady route sometimes for me, and I was so much in fear. I don't know why. It's like if I go over the Verrazano, there's the bridge, right? If I go over the bridge, what would I have to make a U-turn, and not just the cost of the Easy Pass, but it's like it was just a shocker. And I spent even like a year later, I still felt this like fear, and I couldn't understand it. But by the way, it was fear for a lot of things, and now I think like I was mentally suppressed. It was a form of entrapment on behalf of a lot of people. Actually, they wanted me to be like living in fear over anything, even in the fear mongering of like a jail or prison, hell. Actually, that was another one. That was like one of the main ones. Like afterlife suffering. I mean, these people made up these fucking hells and like being buried underground. From Mount Olivet all the way to fucking who knows where else. So for Amtech, probably. Actually, Amtech, yeah. Years later, even. And it was just, these images will show me like their symbolism. It was disturbing. I'm pretty sure that contributed to a lot of that. I couldn't fully be myself, and I was just, living in fear. And yeah, right now, I told you, I went to, from Phoenix. This guy flew me to Phoenix on a plane, and I met him once, talked to him for once. I flew to Phoenix. I drove through, and Phoenix, and yeah, it was terrifying. Like 6 degrees, it said hills, but it was just I got fear of heights. But I still have that. But as far as bridges, roads, I didn't feel the fear, and I drove all the way back to California by myself, even in a 26-foot truck, and it was a great adventure. I did feel fear in a storm actually, but I felt fear in a storm in my car. It just you don't know what could happen, and it was like Oklahoma. It was a new experience nonetheless. But as far as this, I could work for any truck, and it's like I wouldn't feel the fear, even if I didn't know it was the last exit, even if like, oh, I missed the exit because I was, talking or recording video. I got the shoulder right there. I pull over, hazards, and I slowly back up. That's really the thing. It's like if the police officer pulls up, give me a ticket, I'll pay the ticket. It's not fucking frightening anything to me no more. I'm not gonna just go over, I have to go over the bridge. Oh, I don't live in that fucking center, man. It was a certain kind of mentality I had. It was it's like a mental suppression of like my being. It was like someone say cowardice. It was cowardly induced. It really was. I couldn't even talk like this, I believe. I wasn't fully open who I really could be. When you live in fear, it really does damage to your mind. Physically as well. I was obese. I was like 205 pounds. But, that's one of the things I had. And like years ago, I probably, someone told me to drive to California. I don't think I could have done it. And when I got a truck, I was excited. I was like in Arizona. I was like, yeah, let's hit the road. It's beautiful. Let's go to the desert. Let's do the desert like 100 miles. 60 to 100 miles. Like there's no service station, nothing. You run out of fuel. You're stranded. I was like, this is gorgeous. Like, give me more of that. I miss it. I miss Sierra Nevada. I really do. Wait, I'm going to the Verrazano. Yeah, Fingerboard Road in Lily Pond Ave. But Lily Pond Ave, it's a cute name, but Fingerboard. I guess that's what road I would go on, so I remember it. That was the last exit before toll. Yeah, I would usually go on Highland actually. And it was, remember, I was just so shocked. Even like driving on a turnpike, the first month or two, I would take Route 21 through Newark, and it was the crosswinds actually. And it was just shake the truck. I remember, when I drove the 26-foot box truck, from Phoenix to Jersey to California and back to Jersey, I remember driving like 50, 65 miles, and it was on the turn. And for some reason, like the turn, and then, I don't know if it was crosswinds, it was just it is tight. But it was a truck, it was a lot of times an oversized vehicle, and it had it felt like inches in it. And the truck would you go like this, or it was just buzzing sound. So, and a lot of times I couldn't really go over, and there was ridges in the road, and it just wasn't comfortable. Eventually, I got accustomed to even like, you know, going, I don't know if the oversized truck, but even passing an oversized truck with like 60, 65 miles an hour, you know? And was I feel like, you know, insecure, and like, you know, it was kind of fear-based. Like I didn't, you know, I didn't want to hit the truck or this. It was like that. Also, a lot of things went in my mind. It was just, you know, like shocking, like evil fucking actions, which I don't know if it's in my subconscious I'm scared, but I don't know if it was other people like haunting me. I don't even know. Like right now, I don't feel anything like that, you know? So I needed to overcome that as well. Eventually kind of went away, you know, but a lot of times, you know, it takes a lot of practicality, or just, you know, not living in fear. And, you know, I could drive, I'm pretty sure, truck anyway. I mean, yeah, I do have a fear of heights still. Especially, you know, after, like, you know, when you go over Phoenix and you try to go northeast or northwest, I think northeast, going towards New Mexico, it's really terrifying how the mountains really are, and the tightness of the roads, it's unbelievable. One thing I never really, I mean, not understand, I don't know exact term, but how come even these days are so narrow? You never think about it. Even that truck, they could have more room actually. So it's like what, a foot on the right side? It's not a whole foot on the left. It's not under a foot actually. But even then, it could be so much wider, practical. Even for a vehicle. I mean, this isn't too stressful. I could glide with one hand. I know I could drive with a truck like that, 26 footer. People do, but it just, you know, it's built to like, you know, like inches even. You know, it's like it just like it should be more comfortable. It really should. By the way, enjoying the view, Verrazano Beach. I shouldn't be talking about this. Look at this beauty. Open up ocean. I mean, there's the Hudson River, the bay, you know, and this is just such a gorgeous view. Gotta love it. By the way, yeah, I am gonna be late for work, and it's just, in the scheme of things, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm really not. Not that I am, but it's like I gotta condition myself not to, you know, some things you shouldn't take too seriously, even though you want to. There's just, you know, there's a bigger picture in life, actually. You know, I feel like, you know, you could overcome fear. You could not reason yourself out of anything, but if you try your hardest and you really mean well, you have good intentions, then why focus on the smallest thing, even like a bridge? You know, Bell Parkway East. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going. I'm not going to BQE. Oh, wait. Hopefully, no, that's Bell Parkway. Yeah, it's different when you're on the clock. It really is, especially in other people's vehicle, you know. But yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, it's just, you know, living in fear over things, and the environment does that as well. I mean, because congestion, you know, it's not too relaxed, but even then, it could be overcome, I believe. And you know, I'm just not the same person. I lived in fear, and you know, I'm not gonna be put down to that place. Yeah, just, I'm not gonna talk about the internet people. You know, not just internet people, anybody. Like, you're not gonna get me to that level. You're really not. You know, there's different ways to. I mean, everybody goes through fear in their life, but it's just like right now, I'm just enjoying this beauty. Look at this view. This shouldn't. I know it shouldn't be here. Just open up the bridge skyline, the bridge going to the skyline, if you will. You know. It should be a nice picture right there. Ooh, that's a good shot. I could park right here, but I'm a little late for work. Yeah, baby, pretend like, yeah, guys, hey, Jimmy over here. You got a whole, you know, I got a whole bucket there full of gravel. What's going on? Let me in. Oh, Jedi, come on. I'll be back. I need to work on that. Well, that's a good shot. Look at that. Wow. What's on your cell phone? That's a beauty right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh wow, what a magnificent shot. Just you know, this is human ingenuity. This is greatness. You know, the artwork and the construction, the amount of work, and it stands after all these years. Oh, all right, that could be camp, but it's, you know, it's so pretty, and it opens up to the ocean. You know. You gotta like New York. And that side of the Jersey. Actually, that's New York. All right, then New York.